I don't know. Satan's pretty cool.
Hail Satan, fuckos. How we doing tonight? Welcome on in. How are the vibes? What are people up to? How's everybody's creepy Sunday going? What up, what up? Oh, Hail Satan, Raymag. It's been a... Oh my god, it's been a day. Hail Satan. I have barely gotten a chance to sit down, catch my thoughts at all, but fuck it. We ball. We balled hard. Thanks everybody for bringing all the hype for the final objection funk for a little minute, right? Because, yeah, we're beating this game tonight, and I'm psyched about it. Holy shit. You brewed some tea? Fuck yeah. Hail Satan, I got to work today and was immediately swamped and, got to eat my breakfast at about 4:30 when I got home from work. So it's been one of those. I am all sorts off. I am very sleep deprived, and I'm just like, you know, I like me a little routine, so it's weird to get that mess with. So we're just gonna lean into it. We're gonna get fucked up with it tonight. It's gonna be. I wanna have a nice time celebrating the end of what has been a banger of a game. Just an absolute fucking slobber knocker, drag out, motherfucking pummeling me in the face with twist after twist after twist. Just brilliant little sequel to the first game. Justice for All's really shown up. I'm very impressed with, you know, obviously the DLC quote unquote case for Ace Attorney 1, the fifth case, was one that they had written after the fact, and once, you know, probably this game had already come out, so I kind of expected that we'd be taking a step back or two within with Justice for All. But despite some missteps, despite Big Top being a whole entire thing that happened and we dealt with, I think this game's really one-upped and did a great job at sequelizing the first one. I love how many characters they have managed to bring back, and consequentially, too. And this little, I'm psyched to get into it. It is also going to be a minute before we return to the world of Ace Attorney. It's going to be a minute before we step back into Japanifornia, because, you know, I want to play some other stuff. I want to get some variety going. I want to give myself time to save up for another thumbnail, because I would like to get another thumbnail commissioned by Aki, who did just such a fucking great job. I gotta give her a shout out, which as always means double checking the Twitch. Yeah, okay, cool. Shout out to Mojika. Turn that down. Who did the lovely thumbnail art that I've been using for these, and I want to pay her what she's worth. If you would like to help fund thumbnails and other art commissions or other nonsense, I do have a throne. I do have options for contributing towards commissions. If you're interested in seeing more FirmthVODs or farts out there, I like paying artists what they actually, you know, what they're worth. Like you know, I like to support the talented ones. The sock story. Yes, did I not thank you? Yes, they are lovely. It's been a little too hot for me to wear socks indoors that often, if I'm being honest, so they are still in the packaging, but thank you very much. That is, yeah, no, they're here and they look fucking great. I am excited. I'm even more excited for the temperature to drop, because it's been a very hot summer. Wait, the channel, that shout out didn't work? Wait a second, I misspelled it. Wait, what? Did you change your Twitch address or something? What the hell? One second. Oh, I fucked up where the I should just copy and paste it. I fucked up where the underscores are. Anyway, shout out to Aki, because she's incredible. Oh, there we go. Toes out, hose out. The hose out aren't out yet. The hose are all in the courtroom. The hose are actually not currently in the courtroom. The hose are actually currently speeding out. No, I thought they were speeding en route to Gumshoe's crashed car. But when we last left, oh, yo, Ayo! What up? Welcome on in. Hello. Hello. It's good to have y'all here. Holy shit. Wait, you wrapped up already? Wait.
What the hell is this?
Ayo, how far did you get? Ayo, how far did you get? Ayo, how far did you get? I don't want to say shit. I don't want to say shit about where you're at until I know how far of you finished, Angel. Yo! In the name of Harmon, baby. Oh my God. Yes. You saw. I am watching that VOD. I am watching that VOD later. I am watching that fucking VOD as soon as my stream's over. Oh my God. So Ayo, massive shout out to Ayo. Can we get a shout out to Ayo when one hasn't happened already? Ayo, good friend, lovely VTuber, fantastic vibes. If you like it around here, you're gonna like it around her place. Ayo's been in a tight spot lately. Ayo just started Killer 7 today, which we went through over here a couple months ago, and it has stuck in my goddamn mind ever since. It's the reason we started the No More Heroes games, which have been a banger so far, but they haven't given me what I wanted, what I needed. Killer 7 really hit something completely singular, and I'm so psyched that you're playing it. Speaking of things I'm psyched for, this Wednesday, 6 p.m. EST, right here, we're doing it. Dog Days Remastered. It's happening. We did it. We tested it. We're going to see if things hold up on stream, but we are making it happen. Kanan Lynch 2, Ayo and me, Dog Days. Can I get a now? Woo! Okay, Anti-Guest, thank you very much for the follow. Yes, this Wednesday, Kanan Lynch 2, it's happening. The first time, the game was a silly little prankster and wouldn't let us connect to each other despite testing thoroughly beforehand. But we pivoted. We watched Thievin. We watched some cursed Airbnbs. We learned how to cook from tank. You can watch Thievin again as a tradition. It will work, Mimey. We don't even need a backup plan. The uncles are back and grosser than ever. Here's the thing, Auntie, about Kanan Lynch 2. Ayo and I have not played Kanan Lynch 1, and we've looked it up, and Kanan Lynch 1 does not have online co-op. So we have no means by which we can, and it's not even currently purchasable on Steam. So we have no choice but to jump right into 2. And we're sure that we're just going to get the full breadth of the story and its impact. And that there will be zero technical gremlins getting in our way. Unlike the very non-technical gremlins or goblins who beat the shit out of Thievin. Shout outs to Thievin. Is there a Thievin tuber yet? Can we get one of those? Anyways, can't wait to love to see you react to more tank cooking videos. Something tells me Ayo might have many a tank cooking video in her back pocket. Congrats on beating Angel, the first level of Killer 7. I know it's like a really, if you're still here, Ayo, which if you're not, I understand. If you got a raid and run, I get it. Thank you for raid, it's very much appreciated. Hello, yes. Listen, Killer 7, real wacky, real weird to get used to. Hello, Mike. Hail Satan. Real weird to get used to Killer 7, but that first level really does set up all your expectations in terms of how puzzles work, how progression works. If you're already liking it, you're only going to like it more and more and more, is all I'll say. I am so fucking, look up absolutely nothing about it until you're done with it, and then we have so much to discuss. And fuckos, if you're not following Ayo, hell, get on that shit already. Now tonight we are going to be completing the second Ace Attorney game, which I'm very excited about. I've got my lawyer's badge, as you can see. I'm ready and hyped to do some voice acting, to be OJ's lawyer again. Just make your model look like Thievin with your hair and clothes whipping around everywhere. I'd have to y'all don't want to see me that levels of shaven, okay? Right? Anyways, let me get some volume down. Let me get some game volume up. But I am so excited about this. So yeah, we left off on a very big cliffhanger. Very intense spot. Also, Raiders, ayo, if you gotta raid and run, if you gotta dip, I get it. But if not, spoilers for the finale of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 2, Justice for All. But for those of you who are ready to not be, who are, you know, past the point of caring about spoilers, we're in a bit of a crisis. Trial day 2. We know that our client is guilty of hiring a hitman to assassinate his rival. We are tasked with, we've been tasked with making sure he gets off on a not guilty verdict. And in the process, we will be freeing our companion Maya, who's been kidnapped by the assassin. Somebody was en route with some very juicy info pertaining to this case and Maya's location, and freeing her so that we can stop stalling for time and being part of the problem and finally get Mr. Matt on guard thrown into jail. But until then, we gotta do some shit. we gotta do some stall tactics, and also Gumshoe might be dead. His car might have been sabotaged. I thought we were on the way to it, but apparently we're in courtroom number 3, so maybe we're back into it. Shave firm future donathon goal. Oh god, I don't even want to think about how much that might cost. Music, thank you. Yes, you're right. Oh god. Yes, get that scrolling message off the top of the screen. I hope they pick up burgers. I know, right? God, I was thinking about a burger for a lot of today. I have a nice BLT for after stream though. He was on his way to Saucon. No. But then who will Saucon Edgeworth? I can't even. All right. Anyways. Chad, we are serious. This is a very, very serious legal drama franchise, and we have to take these things with a level of dignity and decorum that they deserve, because never before, there's no way we're heading out towards the big top fucking Berry Big Circus. There's no goddamn way I'm gonna have to deal with a clown again tonight. That's all I can. So I will tolerate no clownery in my chat. March 23rd, 2:35 p.m.
Oh. I'm okay.
You better be. March 23rd, 2:35 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Okay, apparently we're not going to deal with Gumshoe's possibly fatal crash. We know the fucking assassin showed up on his phone. Then we're just pushing past it, I guess. Okay. He's fine. He'll fend for himself. Anyways, court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? It looks like something unexpected just happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Mrs. Impax's suicide note. Oh yeah, that was how he bought time, yeah. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery. Oh! What? Hello, Muffin. Welcome on in. What do you mean, Edgeworth? This is fucking huge, though, actually. Shit, we are right into it. This note was not written by Miss Impax herself. It is a fake. Oh, shit. Thank you very much for the follow, new and tasty. Welcome on in. Order, order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impax, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. Mr. Corrida? Well, well. It looks like Miss Impax never left a suicide note at all. Well, we don't know about that, okay? She never wrote anything about On Guard. Yeah, no, our bullshit wasn't bullshit. Somehow Phoenix is just always a bastion of truth and justice. However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Miss On Guard could not have known that, and so the facts remain unchanged. That is very true. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. This theory that On Guard had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Does it? Does it? Hail Satan, Brixton, welcome on in. He's always right. Oh, you're right. Oh, God. Okay, okay, what do we got? What do we got? What could possibly prove that he would know? There's nothing here. I mean, it's not... I guess... Why would he still have her photo is my one thought. Only Corrida and Andrews know how to open it. Oh, wait! How could he have known it was in the bear? Yeah, no, I think I think I see it. I think I see it. The defense believes the theory that the prosecution has stated... The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. On Guard to not have known it was a fake. Yeah, I think the bear's part of it. What's the badge you're wearing? That's my lawyer's badge. Like all good lawyers carry. How else would you know I can, well, Mr. Edgeworth? Your response? It wasn't it. It wasn't it. I believe that even more important than finding out if this note is real or not is whether the attorney's badge pinned to that man's chest is real. You see? The game acknowledges it. You know, Edgeworth, I can't help but notice you don't have an attorney's badge. What's up with that? Anybody? Anybody? He's a prosecutor? But is that not a type of attorney? Did I get my eyes off eBay? No, it was a lovely gift from Mimey, okay? Not in this setting? Oh, okay. So what you're telling me is that defense and prosecution attorneys are different species entirely. Also, hello, Jay, welcome on in. His cravat is bad. Actually, I buy that. He has a prosecutor's badge? Well, I don't see it. How about that? That is the million-dollar question. Yes, I agree. Me too. Okay, if it's not that... Oh! Or do we just go forward? Actually, there is something I would like to ask. Mr. Edgeworth, you had stated something earlier to the effect of the defendant had spied on Mr. Kurita's private life. I believe this would mean that he would have known about the note as well. Really? That is assuming a really intense level of the spying. I was thinking about the spying, no, I know he had a spy camera, but that doesn't really, you can't see somebody at all times. That would imply that he saw, he could have seen him writing the note. Yes, fair. I'd assume that he'd, I'm assuming that that means he also witnessed the suicide happen too, right? Or Juan Kurita wrote it much later, but I think this is whatever. I believe this would mean he would have known about the note as well. That's it. Yes, and so naturally, this means Mr. On Guard would have known that the note was a fake. I don't buy it. I think, yeah, Edgeworth, you can challenge that shit all day, but all right. Why did he kill Juan if he knew the note was fake? Because he's a dick. Order! See here, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I was the one who had thought of the spying. I was the one who thought of the spying thing. Give me credit, damn it. I should be wearing the lawyer's badge. I was the one who thought of the spying thing. Jumping in and stealing my thunder like that is simply... I can't even describe it. Yes, sorry. I could have even bragged about embarrassing Mr. Edgeworth to my grandchild, had you not. For that, I assign you a penalty, Mr. Wright. I'm getting double penaltied for that? Fine, fuck it, we ball. What? If only I'd kept my mouth shut. So then, the defendant knew this suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. On Guard's motive for the murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. On Guard monitored Mr. Kurita 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. On Guard didn't know of. Thank you. Literally that. Hello. Thank you for the streak, Andy. Oh, God. Hell, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? I don't think that the burden of proof is on him on that one, but all right, sure. Yeah, okay. Order! Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. As I figured. Huh? As you figured? As I figured, it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you're not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. On Guard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth stuttering? This is not like him at all. What witness hasn't been unusual? Other than the parrot. Parrot's perfectly normal. Average parrot as far as I'm concerned. Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder? That's impossible. Who in the... no such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this witness? It's... Yes, go on. Who is it? The man himself, Mr. Shelley the Killer. Oh, Mr. the Killer. Wait! Shelley the Killer? You mean the killer? I mean the assassin? Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here, to the witness stand. Well, yes, in a manner of speaking, I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is this all right with you? Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. I wonder if it really is all right to do this. Very well, then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Now then, witness. Your name and your, occupation, please. I was wondering how they were gonna do it! Based on the dialogue, he already knows the situation and, like, he's into it. Oh, this is peak! Okay, let me get my GoXLR a little bit closer for this. Oh, God. Super Gilfer, great name. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Cool Owl. Okay. Oh, boy.
Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I am a professional assassin.
I say, what is going on here? Your Honor? How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. the Killer will testify to this court. What, just for fucking funsies, or...? So this must be what that urgent phone call he got earlier was about. No, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelley the Killer.
I understand. I understand. Please wait a second. I am so hungry.
Get her a burger right now! Maya! A voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the Killer. It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. I must make sense of our convoluted situation. Chat, I was talking this over with the mods. We gotta do a Garzy's Wing watch along soon. Maybe Zardov's too, but especially Garzy's Wing. We gotta do Garzy's Wing watch along in the Discord soon. That's just gotta happen. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under those circumstances, so... Now then, witness. There's one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
Then what would that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct?
It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida.
Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well.
This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it, a bad dream. Shelley the Killer. What is he going to say?
There's something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. Yeah, say him, Thorax. Welcome on in. While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He's always stood by this one belief. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. Yeah. No, I think this is a perfectly predictable case, Maya. Mia. Pearl. I'll do a little save here just in case. There's
There is something I must first state.
We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your client's...
I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means?
Sorry, go on. Well, it appears one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. That's only because you don't know about Maya's situation.
To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself.
The trust between you and your client.
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're testifying in this manner?
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the particular names so my clients can trust me.
But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust?
It has never happened before, but if it ever did,
Yes.
that person wouldn't be my client for very long. Certainly.
That's enough. Please, no more. Judgy need his nightlight. Just so fucking easily scared. Oh my god, I love him.
Very well. It was only hypothetical anyway. And that is the reason I'm here today on this witness stand.
That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them.
It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role.
Oh! Ooh, well now that's juicy. Hello. Okay, I was wondering, like, I don't, like, the first time he went through the testimony, I was like, I don't see what we could fucking contradict here. Objection, there's no way that you actually care about clients. They're just paying you money. Like, what, but no. This is interesting. This is juicy. Hello, Astra. Welcome. There's an element of role play to this. Well, I mean, he's already mentioned his
Aftercare.
their role.
This person tried to implicate another person in the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, but would you care to die?
No, I didn't say anything. Judge losing out to intimidation checks from a fucking walkie-talkie. It's amazing. Judge better watch himself.
It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Oh, we understand, so please tell us the name of your client.
I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do.
That egomaniacal...
It's not good for your health to be so aggravated.
But it's actually great for Maya's health if, you know, he keeps talking. Phoenix, you idiot.
You won't live very long if you let everything bother you.
Somehow, that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already. Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're gonna have to work to get him to talk. I'm not his therapist, you know. Okay, interesting. Oh, so we do have to... So we can't actually press him on the, prescribed role thing? Okay. What the fuck do we press him on? Okay. Interesting. Nothing is more important than the trust between client and himself. I don't see how this is a contradiction, but one thing that's very relevant to that phrase, that statement, is the picture card. Nope, it's not that. Yeah, Okay, last little bit of Phoenix rightness before we end this game, huh? Okay. So obviously, it can't be this. Definitely not pressing or contradicting me on that. It's definitely not this. Well, actually, no. Is there a way... Am I contradicting, or am I just saying, hey, I see you? No. I did press every statement. I thought I'd press every statement. Wait. We did learn last time that sometimes I have to go back and press something that I'd already pressed before. Huh? Oh shit, yeah, this is new, I think. No, wait, no, never mind. Wait. Oh, it was new. Shit, that was new. Okay. Because he said rules and duties. Okay. We had to press everything and then go back and press stuff again. Fuck. I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
The person who flames another is the worst kind of human.
And that's why you feel you can betray this person?
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured?
Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic?
This case just keeps getting better and better.
If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Wait a second. So you got hired to kill a guy. And that arrangement involved trust. Trust that they will not give you up to the authorities, and trust that you will carry out the killing discreetly and ensure that they are not arrested for said killing. The deal was broken. Wait, let's back up a bit. In order to ensure that you got that not guilty verdict that was part of the deal, you went ahead and kidnapped a lawyer's assistant as blackmail to hold her as a hostage. Your deal has now been broken and you're willing to give this guy up. Why not just fucking let Maya go? Why not just fucking let Maya go, dude? If you're gonna throw the guy under the mercy of the court system and name him, why not just let Maya? What the fuck is the point of any of this? Wait, are you still gonna kill Maya if she gets a guilty verdict? I'm very confused as to what the stakes are right now. Wait a second. Trust that they will not give you up to the authorities. Trust that you will not let them. Yeah. Trust that neither of you will run around and desert each other. Yeah, exactly. You never give that you trust that you're never going to give him up. Let him down. Run around and desert you. Yeah. Of course. Well, I mean, how else can you have faith in somebody, right? Oh, God. Thank you very much for the resub, by the way. Thank you, Yannick. Getting closer to very true. 3/4 of the way there. Okay, we'll find out. I'm sure we'll find out, but I'm just... I hope Phoenix gets here too, is all I'm saying. I'm hoping Phoenix gets where I just got mentally as well. Okay. Everyone understands your point, I think. Really.
In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek.
You've made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready.
Excellent. Now then, I do believe it's about time I reveal the name of my client. Don't you agree?
What is it? No, I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness? What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Carida?
That person's name is... Adrian Andrews.
Fuck me! We're just going all out for this one! Holy shit! I don't believe you didn't see this coming. I was thinking about it in the lead up. I was like, wow, they are really building it up. I didn't want to say shit, And if I'm being entirely honest, it's impressive that I even thought that, because not much brain space is left to theorize when I'm simultaneously trying to act and read chat and react. It's hard to dedicate any more brain space to actually processing what's going on. Oh God. Oh man. Okay. Fair enough. Whoa! Witness? That's not who you told me it was earlier.
Rachel, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews.
What? This can't be. On the phone earlier. What's going on? What's going on here? My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back? I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Matt on guard, perhaps? I knew it. This is outrageous. I was deceived. He really roped us in, though. He really roped us in, though, right? This witness is telling a very serious lie. But you were the one who summoned this witness. You, Shelley the Killer.
My testimony is the truth.
Also, this totally justifies all of the theorizing I did earlier, because holy shit. Holy shit, yeah. Of course he still needs Maya. Of course he still needs that insurance. God damn it. Perjury in this court? I know, right? Also, thank you very much for the streak, CJ. Oh, things are getting hot.
The defendant at the moment is Mr. Matt on guard, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal.
Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah. The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself, the name of his client. Mr. the Killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt on guard is innocent. Fuck.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please, continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict.
Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately. Oh God, she's getting it so bad. What now? With the way this is going, On Guard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Let me psych lock him. Let me psych lock him. Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And On Guard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this? Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley the Killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. That testimony just now, it was all one big lie. Ms. Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake, but that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me, it was a horrible, horrible lie. But Mr. the Killer himself has testified he's named you as his client. No, that's not true. Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and button donning the nickel samurai costume. But that's... You even have a motive. You know that Miss Celeste's impacts was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. No, Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. Yes, I know the truth. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I believe we reached the end of this trial. I think so. I don't think so. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions. I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? There's gotta be a way we can get, there's gotta be a way we can, I can't imagine this game's gonna not let us somehow do both. Also, can I just say, Mike, why is Adrian Strong sad? Makes me very happy to hear that because the intention was Strong sad. I don't have many voices I can do, but I realized I could maybe do a Strong sad. And when we realized that Adrian was as Chippers pointed out, both strong and sad, we thought it fit. I don't know. I've been having fun with it, but I'm just very happy that somebody heard it and thought Strong sad. That just makes me, that makes me smile. All right. Phoenix, I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept a not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But Matt on guard is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than on guard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten on guard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it up until now. I trust him? Oh, and here's where the fucking ship music comes in. Oh, here's where the AMVs start, huh? Oh, man. No one, but he deserves you the way that I do. Oh, yes, you do. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. the Killer. Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done. I'm not done yet. To see through the witness's lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. Phoenix said, hold up. I'm not finished yet. There's still more evidence to look at. I'm sure that once those pieces arrive in here, this very courtroom, a miracle will occur. Very well, the trial will continue. I'm just here for, I'm fucking hourly, okay? Mr. Edgeworth, please reestablish connection with Mr. the Killer. Right away, Your Honor. Not even doing it for Maya anymore? Yeah, you're right. He's just doing it. He's purely in it for love of the game. He's just, he is edging for all he is worth.
Has a verdict been reached?
Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more.
About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for?
Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done. What is he talking about? Usually done? But what shall we have him testify about now? Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court?
Yeah, they hate it because it's boring and not because they're just being fucking sued or some shit. Come on.
As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of a crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, or pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Ron Carina was dead. But even fact, is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
Is a most unexpected turn of events. For the, 5th time now? However, this time, everything has finally been revealed. Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? You still have the cross-examination to do. But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright? Oh, yeah, we do. Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. So if I have a choice here... Huh? Oh, why? Oh, what this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then I'll expose the lies in that also beneficial testimony, I suppose. I don't understand what's going on anymore. Thank you very much for the resub, GDM. Makes 2 of us. Oh boy.
As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However...
What is it, Mr. Wright? If I press him the wrong way, I might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness! About requesting a hit.
Yes.
How much is your fee?
I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial.
No. I'm not thinking of hiring Mr. Wright. Yes? You want to kill me? You want me dead, don't you? Oh no, he's sundowning! Oh dear God, oh this is just sad to watch. Oh, what? No, why would you think something like that? You're guilty, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You are hereby declared guilty. Witness, let's continue. Edgeworth coming in with the 90s movie as awkward. Why did you disclose the name of your clients? They are your client, are they not?
One thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of a crime.
I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill.
If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job.
Yeah. Well, a change in occupation might be good for you.
However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
That goes without saying, Mr. the Killer. Really funny line. That's a really fucking funny line, honestly.
And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought that they could run away from their guilt. My client did it to frame another for the crime.
Are you talking about the button and the knife?
Yes, and my business card.
Oh, this card.
So no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible.
You try to make things easy?
My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service.
He's pretty devoted to his work.
But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight, that is something I cannot overlook.
It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. Actually, he does bring up a really good point. Adrian did pick up the card and just kind of hang out with it for like a day or two. That was for an entire day of the trial, actually. Yeah, no, that is actually very valid in terms of the beef. Also, we are overdue for an ad break right now, so I will pop one of those and do... Yeah, because I have no idea how much longer we're going to be pressing him on this segment of testimony, so I'm going to do a little stretchy and grab some water and whatnot, and I hope everybody else does the same. Take care of yourself first and foremost. We're also going to pop an ad break. We'll keep it comfy for this one. But BRB in a couple of minutes, fuckos. Make sure to take care of yourselves first and foremost. But man, I'm liking where this trial's going.
I don't know. Satan's pretty cool.
Satan's pretty cool. Like, your Baffo is making hella involuntary noises every time I stretch. God damn. Whew. How are we doing, fuckos? Oh, I hope everybody's chilling on this creepy Sunday. My God. In the immortal words of MC Ride, oh shit, I'm feeling it. Oh, I'm asleep good tonight. All right, anyways. Making old man noises. I'm already old man. I already lost teeth. Oh, crunchy Baffo. A little uncrunched, thankfully. Let's get back into this, huh?
Well, you've been pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene.
So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing?
That is correct. Usually most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
No, I already told you I have no intention of using your services ever. Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? Oh, next Takata and V minor is gonna be really fucked up, huh?
Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Carida was dead.
I feel like that's the part that we could really get him on. From the very beginning?
That is correct. From before my client visited the room, all of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times.
I wonder if that's really true. That's odd. Yeah, that's what I thought.
But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button.
So why do you think your client did that?
What do you mean by why?
Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. And why would someone who'd requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway? That is true.
I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. Ungard.
If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it?
Sadly, that is not possible.
Huh?
My job is to kill, that is all. And to leave my business card behind, naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
And that's all you have to testify?
Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again.
Again? As in you plan to continue?
I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney?
Excuse me? No. I'm fine, really. I wonder what about Phoenix made the killer see a potential successor in him. Phoenix the killer does sound pretty sick. Are you really now? I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now. What are you gonna do now, Phoenix? All I can do now is expose the lies. That's right. However, you realize that'll be very bad for our client, right? I'm so confused. One thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet. Got that dog in him. I mean, if you think about the way he questions somebody incessantly and doesn't let go, he has two routes he can go, and one of them is professional murderer, and the other one is Harry Dubois. And either way, it's pretty fucked up. Also, hello, Exodus. Welcome on in. Also, hello, Tox. It's good to have you here, dude. Asking for server fees and having a decent unorthodox way to figure out truth patterns. Yeah, possibly. I mean, asking for service fee. Yeah, maybe you're just trying to see how much this guy makes, how much he takes in, right? Alright, knew from the very beginning that Juan Carida was dead. I don't think she did. And clearly Edgeworth didn't. What can I do to change that? I mean, the tomato yeah, no, the fact that it's got her fingerprints on is kind of perfect, right? She could just say, oh, I brought that in as, or he could just say, oh, she brought that in as part of her excuse, as part of her alibi, because she still wanted to be the first one to discover the body, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, it works. Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. DeKiller.
What is the meaning of that
No, I'm not thinking of just Detective. I'm thinking of specifically Harry Dubois. My man's got the trees going for him. The dialogue trees. When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Carita had been murdered. But how? How do you know that? From this wine glass, Your Honor. The glass? I'm talking human can opener, Mimey. Mr. DeKiller's supposed client thought Mr. Carita had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim. But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan? I mean, this is what I was putting forward, but sure, no. That is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would have never left their fingerprints behind. I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon?
It's just a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail.
Oh, you don't know how we do things here, boy. No, you're in my house now, house of the law.
It's not a very important point anyway, correct?
I'm afraid you are boy, say boy. I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Carita's death. If not, then that can only mean that that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. I want to see a freak out animation from this thing.
How strange.
Yes?
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble. Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. Ah, sorry. Yeah, at this point it's just a game to the both of them, right? He's bumping it, or he's setting it for Edgeworth to spike it. He is also bumping that. Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you. Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken.
Very well.
Yeah, this is 100% their foreplay. Absolutely. Right now I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. I just know that the very important outcome of this trial lies with those items. Do we know? Is Franziska on her way? She getting the chipped boy or what? Okay.
This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes.
So you physically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. They kind of left us in the dark after the gumshoe incident. Yeah, no, they implied the gumshoe crashed, and then I guess the implication was supposed to be the killer to like taking over the line or something. But I thought they were implying that the killer was there with Gumshoe. But maybe I just completely misread it. Or didn't interpret correctly who was speaking on, columns in the first place. Oh well. We'll find out. Mother, thank you so much for the resub! Oh, appreciate it.
This request came to me, about a week ago.
1 week ago? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm quite sure. had my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope that you will keep that in mind and allow me enough time to finish.
Now, salary! Ooh, I'm up with the salary. Please, stop.
In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind.
A specific date and time?
It was a request from my client for my services on the night of the award ceremony.
Did you ask why on that specific night?
No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for I only have my suspicions.
Your suspicions, huh? So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that? Why did your client request that night?
I'm sure it was all for the bear.
The bear?
My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Rob Garrida's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me.
You must be talking about this bear puzzle. Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all.
That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where that bear figurine was.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony up to now just now of any importance? Yes, we got there was a word highlighted in red and everything. The testimony just now has made one thing clear, and that is the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet? Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that. Oh, really? Witness, please continue with your testimony. I mean, yeah, it's a highlighted word and everything. You ever think the killer was like, a Tuesday? Sorry, I already have that day booked. Here's the thing. I believe he would trust the first client too much to even say that there was a murder happening on a specific day. He would have to make up an excuse. But 100%, I doubt he gets hired that often. He probably doesn't need to. I think he makes a nice hefty sum of money. But then again, based on the fact that he's got a whole ass, generational lineage thing going on, maybe he's in it for the love of the game, right? Takes on he's a workaholic, maybe, right? He's salaried like Buffett. Oh, lucky.
We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters.
So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right?
Of course I did.
What was that? What was with the brief pause? Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I've never taken requests by telephone or mail.
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between the client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? I doubt it, but we can say. Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. the Killer had met his client before the murder, it's unlikely he's mistaken. So you're saying this client really was Adrian Andrews? I guess so?
You see, it's just as I said.
We're in a trap. Shut up! I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here? Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax. Now then, will the witness please continue?
That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes.
So, your client was Adrian Andrews?
That is correct.
Well, he says the two of them met. But if they did, there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. You have to draw more information from him, but you can't draw on suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere. Talk about a delicate balance. That makes me feel like I have to press him on other things that we'd already pressed him on. Only Karita and Andrews know how to open it. I feel like that's going to come into play, right? Let's see, is this new dialogue at all? Yeah. All right. Yeah, no suspicions. I'll let go on the suspicions. Can I press him on the bar again? I'm gonna try pressing him on this again. Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details.
I always speak to my clients as a matter of principle.
Can you give me details about Adrian Andrews, though? At all. It was not important? Does that do anything for me? Why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions. Aha!
What do you mean by that?
My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person?
I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. That's what I thought. I can trust this person as a client.
It's true what they say about talking face to face. Judge, you yourself referred to Adrian Andrews as Pretty Lady. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? Pronouns important, yeah. Shout out to the little pronoun command, the pronoun extension that lets my chat show off their pronouns. Really neat, very helpful for me as a streamer, honestly, to not have to guess. Yeah, thank you, Scabe. If I heard what I think I heard just now, I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance. Huh? Really? If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought, I can trust this person as a client.
Okay, we'll save. I'm assuming I just use, I just present with Adrian, or in this case, present Fem, right? Will case attorney be like, pronouns are vital testimony? Oh no, the localizers made Ace Attorney woke. Everybody, the localizers made Ace Attorney care about pronouns. I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time.
Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy.
How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct.
Is this on the woke games list? I did see. It is on the woke games list for subtle pro LGBT and DEI messaging. Is what I saw. Also, hello, Fenji. And then they claim that there is a flamboyant character who is canonically gay in the third game, which was a bit of a spoiler, but it does not appear as if the chuds writing and keeping the woke games detector list have considered the fact that you play a very bisexual man in this game. What was called politically correct? Yep, exactly. Before that, it was called uppity. Yep. They overlooked Nick and Edgeworth. Yeah, and whatever the fuck Gumshoe's situationship is, right? Were any MGS games on the list? I didn't look. I saw that one of the No More Heroes games, I think 3 was on the list, but I didn't look because I didn't want to get spoiled, right? Anyways, I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale.
What?
Shelley the Killer? You've never met the real Adrian Andrews.
Why would you say that?
Because you made one very big slip-up. About her.
So what is the issue? What did you just say just now? About her?
If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman. Okay, well, let's be real here. Okay, Phoenix, you're getting a little ahead of yourself. Good react. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? This witness testified to the following, that he always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their request. But he's never met Adrian Andrews in person? Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. the Killer's client could not have been That means Mr. the Killer's client could not have been Mr. Adrian Andrews. Adrian's got kind of that she-they vibe going. I mean, yeah, I can see it. I want to assign anybody's pronouns for him, is the point. Definitely on the fem side of things, so that's fair enough. I definitely wouldn't default to he for her. This I do not like. This I do not like to see. Yeah, I'm hoping that, what is that, supposed to be battery acid, or, That's the woke right there. That's woke right. That's woke for you. Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. Unluckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. Mr. the Killer gives us a lovely lesson in why sometimes it's worth just going with the they if you don't know. A singular they is always fine to land on if you don't know. You can't look it up. The more you know. I'm pretty sure this is a bit from one of the recent seasons of Reno 911. I think this is actually a bit on the Quibi season of Reno 911. Cause somehow that show is still around and still very good. What? What is going on? Shelley the Killer. His court demands an explanation.
I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another.
So does that mean you remember something different now?
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more.
I know he's just gonna spit out more lies. Very well, but this time please give us the truth, and nothing but the truth. Name in the Japanese version is Kiryu Kamiya. I see Kamiya and I think Hideki, and that makes me think man. So, I invoke the right of oopsie daisies. The little known 5.5 Amendment.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of Juan Carita and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
I mean, we just throw out your entire first testimony in that case, because you were really insistent on the trust thing. So you took this job through a letter. He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he is definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's... You're saying no matter how hard you give it to him, Edgeworth will throw it right back at you. We know. Yeah, this game definitely on the woke games list. Now then, let's begin the cross-examination. Chipper, I'm sure you had a fun time approving that message. Sometimes I see a message get left up to be accepted by automod, or to go through automod, and I'm like, oh, mods are gonna love that. Mods are gonna love hitting OK on that.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail.
But didn't you just say that you always meet your clients?
Yes, I suppose I did say that. No, there are some clients for whom the meeting is simply not possible.
But didn't you meet your client? Didn't you meet your client this time?
No, I did not.
Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse.
Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me.
All right, then, just cough it up and confess. Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met with his client? No, and that's kind of the point, right? I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof. I see. Then your line of questioning was just another waste of time. Sadly for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong. Oh, you've been waiting through since like 4th grade for that one, huh? Fuck. Democracy 3 and 4 woke. Oh boy, you're looking at the list, God. Also, good night, Andy. Take care.
There have been times when I took a job without having met my client.
And why could you not meet certain clients?
Recently, I have been receiving more requests. If I met each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities.
Nice business opportunities?
On top of it, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? I take payment via Bitcoin now. Well, I have joined the times. Now take requests via electronic mail.
Electronic mail? Do you have to mail that in a special insulated envelope? Oh, I'm not. Actually, no, this one doesn't surprise me as some of his other moments, frankly.
I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as email.
E-mail? I've heard of e-girl, but there's a male equivalent? In a contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot hands down. Oh my god, can we get like a Judge and Solid Snake question off? Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client and... Homestar voice, email. I can't really do a Homestar voice. But I do love Homestar.
The request was for the murder of Longreader and 2 or 3 other small things.
Email, huh? Hey, Kurgley, what up? 2 or 3 other things?
Yes.
And what were these other things?
A few other things that have nothing to do with this case.
What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad, but we have to! Whether or not they're related to this case for the court to decide.
Mr. Attorney,
Yes?
everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client, which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client?
That's...
I smell the stench of a backstabber, and should you turn out to be one,
Wait! Uh-oh, it's looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. All right, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Oh, save. I didn't see that much else we could... I'm gonna try. We're gonna go for it. Shelly does not have a Discord server yet. Shelly's actually still getting with the times. He's got like an IRC client and an old BBS. Witness, this is a very important manner. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were.
If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told this job was just as important as the actual killing.
And where was that figurine?
It was inside Mr. Carito's suitcase.
And then, what did you do next?
I handed it over to my client right away.
You gave it to your client. Interesting. This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony.
As you wish. Oh shit,
It doesn't say where he found it, but we found it in fucking... Okay. Fine, we found it in fucking Matt's house, damn it.
one of these was to find the bear figurine and give it to Adrian Andrews.
I found this figurine at Mr. On Guard's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there?
I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Mr. On Guard, I'm sure.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony? Oh. But then why would she... Because he wouldn't know about the suicide note. Okay, I think that might be it. I think this might be it. We're gonna try. So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews. But I know somewhere in their statement there is a contradiction. And yet, I know that if I present something trivial here, he will cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence. She's right. So now what, Dr. Wright? I think it would be the note, but it's gotta be strong. What else could it be? A strong mad would be very strong evidence, yes. Yeah, I don't see what else it could be. Unless it's something that we dig up from his other testimony. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Witness, let's go over this one more time. You gave Ms. Andrews the bear figurine, and she told you to take the bear and wait for her at On Guard Mansion. Is that correct?
Yes. Where are you going with this?
Well, I think maybe you might have remembered a few things incorrectly. What? It's a battle of wits. I can't let up on him. I don't think it's impossible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear. Oh, wait. Well, now that does make things... I mean... Shelly the Killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. Oh, whoops.
This item?
I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going. Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase? Oh, Judge. Oh, your baby sensory video face. I love the fact that you've given us one last opportunity to laugh at you for being an idiot before we wrap things up. Man. Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. And I was going to burn it for her sake. If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. Order, order, order! So that's where you two were going. So by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, you tell us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. Which means? It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. Order! Order! Order!
Mr. Phoenix, right? I'm sure I mentioned this before. I will treat 8 traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement.
No, that's not...
That's enough. If that is your intention, then there is only one more thing for me to do.
Wait! Please!
Gentlemen, ladies, please, excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to.
No! Well, please! Not that, but please, wait!
Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end that I may stay my head. Otherwise...
Gumshoe, help us, save us! What in the... Mr. Wright? Are you... Judge, if you would pick up on any of what's going on right now, things might go a lot easier. Jury! Yeah, hey, jury? Jury? See, we got like the court cameras on or anything? Anything? Literally anything? Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? Well, we should... Edgeworth, we can't do this. We keep this up. Maya, she'll... all he needed to do was give him a look, and he knew. The prosecution... What has come over everyone? Even you are... The prosecution... rests. What is going on around here? The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I end the trial here, right now, then your client, Matt on guard, would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Oh, come on, Gumshoe. Just bail us out. Just bail us out. Miss Andrews will be charged with murder.
The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt on guard, to the stand.
We never do this.
We never bring the defendant out like this at the end for final remarks.
So this should be fun. The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. I can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands.
Did the old guy finally decide? To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You've done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
That showed no backseasmanship.
Ha! No shit, he's just showing it? So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out. Mr. On Guard? What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap, it's just as atrocious, don't you agree? I've thought since the very beginning it's a really bad catchphrase. Very, very hard to, you know, very hard. Has anybody else felt like this is kind of a bullshit tagline for him? It sounds like something you'd fucking label a drink as. Like, that's a Baja Blast, not an actor. He's just exposing himself to the entire courtroom, yeah. Adrian's still kind of getting what she wants just out of this, honestly, if the entire world can see he's a fucking asshole. He's a Mentos spokesman, right? It's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it. Pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? You better get on guard in a guilty sentence, okay? But if I did that,
Maya will die.
But if I say he's innocent, then Ms. Andrews will be charged as a murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end.
Oh, so we're just assuming that Adrian's getting death? We just assume that Adrian's gonna get fucking death sentence? Is that...
do they have the death sentence in Japan or what?
God, what if Scar was a makeup job? I mean, it would make sense just because, like, he's filming, right? Kind of hard to avoid one eye for everything you do. Think about Karma's actually I hope so. Yeah, they super have the death penalty. Okay, there we go. Japan hands people. Ooh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. The more you know. It all hinges on what I choose. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter.
Let's save it one more time if it even gives me an opportunity to make a decision.
If the person who hired this assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt on Guard, is innocent. There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer's gonna say what I want, aren't you? Right? I can't do this, but I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Matt on guard, is guilty. We're waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Matt on guard, your client, deserves an answer. Maya, I'm sorry. Matt on guard is... Franziska von Karma! She's back. Oh, what are you doing? Ow! You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix, right? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy fool. Did you bring them? The final pieces. Do you have them? You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine, and his injuries are minor and mainly inflicted by me. All of the items are inside this, his coat. What a filthy old coat this is. Well, he doesn't really have a roof over his head, does he, Judge? That's Gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in. Yeah, Judge, he's homeless. I fought long and hard this whole trial, all for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Your final evidence? This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. What? Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. Okay. I'm just bullying the shit out of him. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Ms. Von Karma, if you please. These pieces of evidence are light items left by the killer during his escape from the police. He must have been in quite a rush. Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around, like a miracle. I'm sure of it. That is all we can hope for. The first item is a pistol. Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? Oh, God. I mean, we might as well question for more details on all of them. Does that pistol have any relation to this case? We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain. A ballistics test against what bullet? Nobody was shot. I don't know how this will save Maya. I'm thinking / hoping that one piece of evidence points to where he's going and helps the police figure out where the killer's at. And maybe we don't have to do that much stalling. Maybe they're like secretly really close by. In this courtroom, I mean, Listen, in this very courtroom was a thing for the fucking last case, right? It was the head was under the wheelchair the whole goddamn time.
However, I believe it has something to do with this case. At least, with me.
That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it?
That's what I believe, yes.
Oh yeah, she was shot.
I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test.
So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Franziska. It's probably not going to help us very much. Ooh.
The second piece of evidence is this videotape.
I bet the killer took that from On Guard Mansion. Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Oh, yeah.
But I would speculate that this tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
Because he came back to his hideout for it.
The killer went back for it?
That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Shelley the killer is no ordinary man.
Also, who has a VHS player in 2016 or whenever this game takes place? Fucking Matt On Guard does. And Greg Turkington.
The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform.
Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Was that used during the crime?
I am almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets.
There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder.
There is one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And what is that?
There is a button missing on this uniform.
A button?
It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue.
Okay. Okay.
That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
It's just as I thought. And what is that, Your Honor? I'm sure, were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelley the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing, it is who is the client. Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Ms. Von Karma. You may step down now. Wait, Your Honor! Please allow me to examine this new evidence. I mean, it's probably going to make us make a choice. And it's obviously the videotape, right? Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end?
Phoenix.
I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? Except for every other case I've worked.
I think you're wrong. I think they do exist.
But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You can't give up now. But no matter how you think about it, it's try. For my sake. Just think about it for a second. The miracle happened. God damn it, I saw that. Fuck with my line read. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us. 2? The first. Make On Guard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. Huh? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If On Guard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. The second way... Force the killer to end his contract with On Guard. If the killer were to no longer think of On Guard and his client, then he would let Maya go. Mia, that's even more impossible. He's a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if you can make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle. The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what's always worked for us? The other side. Wait, does she mean... You mean... to turn things around? Do you mean... to farewell my turnabout? Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence. The defense, prosecution, and the judge, we have seen all the pieces of evidence. That is how we've come to know the truth. There's one person who is yet to see them all. That person does not know the truth. That truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end. There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids? I have already told you, Mr. Wright, this court does not need any more evidence. I am not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor. Then, you want to show the evidence to that person? Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance. Oh, one chance. Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person. That's impossible to turn the situation around in one try. One try. That is all I will permit. I have to try to remember. I'm keep saving so I don't have to skip through as much dialogue when I inevitably fuck this up, but... Everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think! There must be a way to save Maya while taking On Guard down at the same time! Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show evidence to? I do think that it's what somebody backseated me on before we gotta break the trust. I see. And now, tell this court what one piece of evidence you would like to show this person. Okay, here's the real question. Is what piece of evidence do I show him? Why is there two killers? One of them was the butler. I would love to see the videotape ourselves. Keep an alternate save point handy. That's a very good point. Was running at the time of the murder. So I would assume that would be a breach of trust, right? I would assume that would be a breach of trust. That's my big assumption right now. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't have anything to say to this. How about you, Miss Von Karma? Well, I was just shot, so... I'm afraid I cannot allow the defense to continue. What? No one understands what you were talking about anymore. God damn it. Wait, please, one more chance. That is enough, Mr. Wright. I will now state my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Matt on guard, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. So that was the wrong thing. No! But our client wasn't guilty. And just like that, the case was over. I ran away from the courtroom and wandered the streets alone. Oh! I never saw Maya again. The killer is a man of his word, and so I'm sure he released her as promised. I heard the verdict of Ms. Andrews' trial a few days later. She was found guilty, of course. He really did become Harry Dubois, yeah! The miracle never happened. Maybe it was never meant to. Because a miracle is something that doesn't exist. Okay, so that's what happens if you fuck it up. Oh, wait, did it used to say the miracle never happened? Did it used to say the miracle never happened? Because that's really fucking funny. Okay. Yep. Should we do an ad roll before we finish? Yeah, I wasn't. We are right at that ad. Oh, can you see where we're at in terms of pre-rolls, Marion? But yeah, I this would be the time. And I do need another stretch. I do need another big stretch, my god. My god. That was the same reasoning you were going with? Yep. Who'da thunk? Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna... Well, we can discuss it. We can discuss it in a sec. I'm a Clockwork Doll, you understand? Fair enough. Yeah, we're gonna run a quick ad break, and I'm gonna get up for a stretch. It has been a day, fuckos, but I'm psyched to finish this up. This has been fun. You know what? Just for funsies, we'll do a cursed one, right? Why not? And then big stretch. I'm actually... We're gonna go slightly long with this one, because I'm very hungry. I'm gonna eat half a sandwich real quick. So we'll go curse. I'm gonna turn on an ad break. Might be closer to like a 5-minute break. Maybe a little longer. I don't know. I'm gonna see how fast I can devour this fucking sandwich. Half. BRB fuckers. Enjoy my sugar.
Own it.
There we go.
Satan's pretty cool.
This right here is my sway. All the girls are on me. Damn. Everybody pay attention. Everybody pay attention.
Satan's pretty cool.
Back. Welcome back. I see a lot of people are getting to see more of the cursed BRB than they've ever gotten to before, and I'm happy that there's still more secrets left for you to discover, right? I'm happy that, you know, turns out there was always... did I get water? I got a little water. Yeah, I took a little... I had half a sandwich. Of course, I gotta drink a little bit. Okay, fair enough, yeah. There's some more. Yeah, I also wanted to, you know, like make sure, you know, make sure everything was nice and clean and whatnot before I threw the denture back on. So I just ran back into the bathroom and did a quick toothbrush. First time you see it loop on stream, our BRBs really usually don't last that long normally. Anyways, let's not waste any more time, huh? And let's not waste any more time. I mean, let's talk through things. So, the way I see it, we are either presenting to Matt in order to make him want a guilty verdict, or we're presenting to Shelly the killer to make him believe that the trust has been broken between them. I think the latter of the two is going to be much easier than getting Matt to want to be guilty, aside from like convincing that it would be good for a role. In terms of the evidence itself, It's probably these. We know that, okay, so right off the bat, we know that this could not have been done. The killer was already fully aware of this, right? He I remember, if I remember correctly, taunted us about, oh, I've left the defense on you present. The later also seems to be more dramatic, 100%, yes. So yeah, if Matt had gone and tried to get Franziska killed, that would have been a different thing. But I don't think that's the case. The killer's also already aware of the videotape and tried to get it back. That could mean that showing it to him is going to send him into a rage and freak him out. It could also mean that, you know, I'm assuming when we show this evidence, it's a revelation to the person we're showing it to. So I don't know if that's actually going to do anything for us. One of the special buttons missing is weird and might be something that he's not aware of. If Matt took that button, that would be a severe breach of trust, which I think could be the case, but I don't know if anything's going to guide us there yet. But right now, that's my guess out of all of these. We're going to go for the killer. And one piece of evidence. The one piece! Nope. Wasn't it. I can't pause and load either. So that ain't it. One Piece is real, or so you think, carnivore. Eventually I'll find it. I'm sure. Yeah, no, undoubtedly. Go all night. Yeah, it won't let me load. Won't let me hit start during this. They lock me in. That's okay. We just get reminded of our failure each time, right? My next guess is showing him the videotape, right? Don't really get to see those doors close like that too often. They really want you to feel your fuck up, and I do, and I do, and I do. Save Maya while taking on guard down at the same time. We can try. All right, we're showing it to the killer. And I am showing him the videotape. I think that's the move. It wouldn't be a person. Nope. Nope. Wasn't that either. LR start select. Nope. Don't work either. Oh, wait. 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 Oh shit! Wait, this is real? Wait, this is real! Oh god! Oh god! Oh! Let's reload it. Let's reload it. I have things. I have things. Okay. We blew past. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Got him. All right. He's really into this videotape, apparently. I didn't notice the change. All right. Sorry. Okay. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness. Yeah, I didn't see that was a different line. I was just like, I was so ready to pack it all in. Just like Phoenix. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier. All right. Looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right?
Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? If I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence.
Guilford, don't spoil whether we're done or not yet. Let it happen, okay? Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. It's all good, just keep it in mind. Let the woods happen to us. Exactly. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back.
That was most regrettable. It was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape.
I thought so. Oh, it's totally the video of the murder, and he was totally saving it for blackmail.
I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard.
Do you know the contents of this tape?
I was firmly told by my client not to watch it.
Oh, this is the tape of the murder. Oh boy. So
I have absolutely no idea.
actually, you were on this tape. There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Okay, so it was my first line of thinking, it's just through a different piece of evidence. Your actions were being recorded.
What?
Is that true, Mr. Wright?
Was it that planted a camera?
Well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally. That was Adrian Andrews. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Oh, that's how you know it's the finale. Your client specified a time and a place and time for you. Isn't that right?
Yes.
That was so they could film you.
I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why.
You're good, Guilford. Total spoilers are a thing, you know. Having too many people in chat say, like, ooh, big part coming up. You know, I don't want to brace myself. I just want to let it happen, right? The twists. The true full first playthrough experience. Why did Mott on guard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason your client would secretly film the crime scene. They didn't trust your skills. That's what'll piss him off the most, right? Your client didn't trust your skills. That's why, in order to monitor your work, they set up a video camera.
Is that right? I suppose that were I to fail at my job, my client would fall into utter ruin. I can't say I don't understand the want to see how I do my job. As long as I can cleanly erase the tape, I suppose it can be overlooked.
Oh, god damn it! What was that? What was all that bullshit about trust before? Oh, is that how you feel? Oh, well, everyone, what do you think? Pretty good, huh? Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't have anything to say to this. I just feel like you didn't read the other option. I know blackmail was one of them, and it's probably what it is now that I know that, but like, listen, I went into that thinking, oh, it's going to be something that refers to trust, okay? Yeah, I was skipping through all this. It was obviously, I thought it was going to be something that refers to trust because it was the fucking theme that we hammered in earlier. It's okay. Just more Phoenix Wright content. Miracle never happened. Miracle never happened. The killer wants his 5-star review. Yeah. Listen, it's very hard to move a Yelp average once it's been established. I thought the man took trust very seriously. I made it a whole fucking thing. I know it was for the sake of a lie. I wanted to see Juan get his. That I don't care about, you know, because he could have I mean, he even brought up the whole, oh, he could erase the tape thing. Okay, it's blackmail. This is fucking blackmail. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. I'm no weakling. I'll believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, I also forgot about this I also forgot that this was an entire thing that he went on, right? Like, I forgot that was a whole thing. This is what happens when I don't play, you know, this game for an entire week. Hail Satan, Emok. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's been several weeks. Has it been several? I thought it's just been the one. Either way, it's been 2. Wait, did my wait, was I stream fucking up an entire week ago? Oh my god. Time. Jesus fucking Christ. Hail Satan, Nemo. How you doing, dude? But I'm no weakling. I'll believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't but blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. Oh, it was 2. Oh, because this is. I was like, we did Ace Attorney last stream, but last week. It was 2 streams ago though, because yeah, this was even further back. There we go. Okay. Hard weekend, feeling better. I'm glad to hear, dude. I'm glad to hear. We're finally wrapping up this thing, and it's a banger. Guard's such a fucking idiot. Yeah. Well, he couldn't have thought that I was going to end up in a personal conversation with the assassin, right? Despite the fact that he was at his fucking mansion anyways. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. Your client didn't trust you at all. See, it was still about trust, okay? They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer?
It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning.
Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them. To protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. And you are right, Chipper, we should do that soon. Yes. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness.
Yes.
You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all.
Yes, that's right.
But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then?
That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case.
It's literally the thing I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. Also, hello, Pop Chump. Welcome on in. Welcome, Raiders. It's good to have y'all here. Welcome. Spoilers for the end of Ace Attorney 2 Justice for All, which we are in the middle of the finale of right now. But thank you so much. What were you up to, Bup Pup? I do think that this is probably the moment to take the suggestion that Chipper just did. And for the sake of the end of this game, we are probably going to turn off redeems real quick. Let me do that. You got a raid and run. Hey, I totally understand, but thank you so much for dropping off the kids. Raiders, welcome on in. We play a lot of cult classics, action games, indies, RPGs, but we've also been on the Ace Attorney trilogy for a little while, and it's been a real good time. Welcome on in, Tama. Welcome. We normally have a bunch of redeems going on or available, but because we are getting into the very end of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, spoiler warning ahead, I am going to turn off some redeems. We shop Wednesday, no. Do it now before I fucking turn it off, okay? If you feel so strongly about it, Kenji, drop the fucking points. Okay? I'm waiting. I'm giving you time with stream delay. Then should you not have the points to throw down for it, there we go. Okay, we get this out of the way now, while the game's audio is paused. Thank you very much. Super Mario RPG. Welcome on in, Raiders. Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong 3. Adventures of Lolo 1 and 2, King's Knight, Dig Dug, Chuman Fu, Harvest Moon, League Puzzle Pokemon, Toe Jam and Earl in Panic on Funkotron. My throat is dry, I'm gonna have to hydrate after this. Castlevania, Fatal Fury, Ninja Jaja, Maruku, Razor Blazing, Lasers, Bases Loaded, Mega Turrican, Cybernator, Rolling Thunder, Dynastic Hero, Bubble Bobble, Double Dribble, Double Dragon, F-Zero. F-Zero X and Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Cruising USA, and with that, I will turn off redeems.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Take a big ass hydrate. Oh, and we are going to wrap this shit up. Spoiler warning for anybody who's interested in playing the Ace Attorney games. These are best gone into blind, and we're about to end one of them right now. Let's go.
And then, thank you very much for following. That client will become my next target.
Oh!
For the honor of the particular name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment.
Damn, for free? Okay, so we are literally sentencing Matt to death by this, right? Right? He just admitted that in a court of law. Yeah, but he's cool now because he's gonna murder Matt. That's how we got option 1 done as well. We're getting option 3 in there, right? I see. That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Oh, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around. Phoenix is down to have Matt on guard murdered. Yes! Didn't we start this game by Phoenix maybe killing a dude? So...
Mr. Wright,
yes.
my contract with my client is over. As of now, I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. What the? I'm not an item!
Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I actually am sort of... Yeah, did Phoenix just call for a hit? In no uncertain terms? We're just pushing past that because that is a wild place for this game to end. I don't quite know what just happened. Ms. Von Karma, where did that? She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Mr. On Guard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted.
You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But you know what's really safe? You know what has 4 walls and lots of security and will always have an eye on you? But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Yeah, help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please.
Is this all right with you, Mr. Wright?
We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Be whichever way your heart tells you.
Aw, man! We still gotta get him the guilty for Maya's sake, right? Right, Chief? For Maya's sake! Matt on guard. Even though I am a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. Me? My wonderful self? Guilty? Even if you got an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, do both? Sure, yeah, fuck it, we'll do both. Your life would be in danger, no matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore. No! Guilty! Guilty! Damn. She got real. As always, it looks like we've uncovered the real truth. We? I don't remember you helping out much in this. Actually, no, the judge specifically pointed out one thing that you picked up on later and tried to steal from him, Phoenix. Mr. Edgeworth, always Matt on guard. I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. Oh, he's gonna have so many more scars after that. I'm sure he's getting a full-course meal of whip leather right about now. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair. She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. Yeah. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. She shouldn't have to. Oh, yeah. This witness. How should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. Yeah, no, I think she should be fine with just you should not have to get over that, girl. Adrian, please seek therapy after this. Well, she did before. And that didn't go great, right? But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convince Mac, I felt like I had finally been saved. Wow. This is the first time I've ever seen her smile. I'm really happy you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. So weird. Okay, sure. You know, if that's what you take from this, good for you. Thank you so much, everyone. It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about, but everyone seems to be in good spirits, and that is good enough for me. That is the truest thing the judge has said this entire franchise! Thesis statement right there! I'd like to thank you for being just so easy to completely run roughshod over. I'd like to thank you for letting us set the pacing, timing, and general mechanics of the courtroom. I'd like to thank the Make-A-Wish Foundation for placing this Benjamin Button disease-having baby in the role of a judge's seat and maintaining his position there for several years. I hope and pray you never enter our political system in a larger capacity than you are right now. Thank you, Judge. That is all. This court is adjourned. I hope he gets that banana-flavored bandana he wanted, right? March 23rd, 5:14 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? It's the first time you've not gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. Yes, now I know murder is bad. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? My client, Matt on guard, is... And then we got cucked out of saying guilty. You understand now, and as a criminal defense attorney, you may have to sometimes defend criminals. Is he guilty, or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then, and your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Right! Edgeworth, I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody. Really? Pearl, you're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. Ah, Mystic Maya's safe. You did it. You really did it, Mr. Nick. Oh, she punches deceptively hard for a kid. I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Thanks. Oh. What's wrong? Miss Von Karma? About earlier. Thanks. Ow! Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You lost! Your perfect win record has now been crushed! And yet, you are still happy? I don't think you'll ever understand, Ms. Von Karma. How dare you! Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself, until a year ago. Edgeworth? For my own personal victories, and for guilty verdicts. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner, and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. Then, it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. In an empty courtroom, and I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well you should have. A prosecutor who ashamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. Okay, you've done that twice now, though. And I see you kicking. Just saying. The saturated. Yes, no, Marion agreed. That was a really good shot. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. It was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense! We prosecutors use everything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. But we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This, I promise you. Citrus? Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you? Right. That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory. Who ran away into the night. Ah, is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick? You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. All those years ago in elementary school. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool! Miss Von Karma, I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over! Franziska threw something on the ground just now. This is an electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else. Isn't that Miss Von Karma's VIP? I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this, right? Okay. Oh, I hope she shows back up in the future. Nick! Oh, hey! I will give her a hug. Aww. Maya! Miss
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Oh! Well earned, well earned. Yeah! Oh, Nick! I knew you would come through. You got on guard convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me. Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. But we sure pressed our luck in the trial. You're really lucky to be standing here. Whatever, whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly. Is it really that easy to do something like that? Thanks a lot, Nick. Don't mention it. Maya. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're all right. Hey, it looks like you made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. Girls saying that half sandwich did not do enough for me. I mean, I'm gonna eat more after this stream. All right. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place. Huh? Where are we going? Food, Nick, food! Grub, chow, I'm starved! I'm so hungry, even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick. You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least! Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. If you insist. Oh, give me a shot of it. All right. So how about we hit up our usual burger joint? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. So I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast. Another feast? Come on, Nick. Food. Fuck yeah. Why we got a press conference going here? Okay. March 23rd, 7:38 p.m. Gatewater Hotel lobby. Is Will Powers about to take the role of the Nickel Samurai as he was destined to be? Okay. Hey, pal! Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe, are you all right? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things. A telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got him? You did it again, city boy. I feel like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me. I ain't joking. Yeah, it was more exciting than the last episode of the Steel Samurai. Thanks. Now looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bully Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't stop being a lot nicer to him, you not just kick it. Tonight even. I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now. Everybody gather around. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Looks like Lotta bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's chow down, pal. Amen to that, pal. Amen. Chipper, that makes me very happy to read. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending. Ah, well, you know, it's oh, wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. What did Franziska keep for herself? What? 4? Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. There was a 4th item? Oh, come on, y'all, it's over. Oh boy, I tell you, y'all really something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never a dull moment with you, huh? You think? Why does she look so happy about that? But being shut away for 2 whole days, weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture. Oh, this is gonna be the sweetest fucking thing. Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went. Oh, that's too bad. Surely it isn't in Detective Scruffy's pocket. Well, it's alright. It wasn't really anything important anyway. Ah! It sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. Really, Edgeworth, at the dinner table? What is it, Edgeworth? This thing is picking up something. Ah, that's Miss Von Karma's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. Can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. The bomb has been armed. No, Mary! That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't eaten anything yet. And you've eaten way too much, you glutton. Ah, she deserves it. I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait. What? I just want to say... Thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. How's this? How about this suicide note? I couldn't save. I cannot. Chat needs to understand. When the game, the reason I am constantly pre-saving is because when the game asks me a question like this, I hit start and nothing happens, okay? So, did I save is a moot question. Whether I saved or not doesn't matter, because I can't save now. So we just gotta go with it. I can't, it's not the Magata. We also have to see the other court option. That too. I'm gonna give you the whip. Oh, what's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. Okay. It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya? Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? Pearl, you saw how... You should understand by now why Phoenix is taken. I've been waiting this entire time for Pearl to realize that there is something that gets in the way of the ship. You and Mr. Nick, I mean. Pearly, would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me. Anyway, so who's paying for this lovely dinner party? As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick.
Huh? Ah, yeah. I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I kinda already put your name on the bill. Huh? Huh? Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be anyhow for 3,000. Huh? 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 Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. Huh? 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 Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Oh, you don't need to hold back now, you hear? Yeah, pal. Time to let it all out. This is going to be the first time I hear the real you. Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all. All right, then. If you say so. Hey! Oh, cute one. Cute game. Fun little game. Lovely little experience here. Oh, you really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. Well, I was going to run an ad break during the credits, since we have to go through the other ending, too. I'm so happy that you could save Mystic Maya, Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made a reservation for the 2 of you, just in case. How much do you know, Pearl? I'm getting... How? Also, how? Yeah. Ooh. Well, pal, looks like I'm back on the force again. Fuck. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief, and he's got me reinstated. He's heard he said things like, letting go of that one is bad for all of society. I knew it! Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. You're proud of surviving multiple car hits? That's fair, I get that. Mystic Maya, I got you and Mr. Nick the boarding suite. God damn it. Oh shit, you! I'm Maggie Burr, and retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm gonna be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to the people who come by the restaurant, sir. I hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright. You know, good for her for at least getting out of the force. Ace Maggie, we love that for her. Ah, not you!
Yes, are you here to visit a patient? I'm Director Audie. Recently, yes, that girl, you know, I haven't seen her around. Yes, but I remember, even if I laid so much an eye under her, it would go crack. It didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yes,
They're bringing out all the hits. They're bringing out all the hits. It's time to begin our quest of World Circus domination, sweetie. And to let the world know we are serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe. Hey, Max, what do you think Zimbabwe's like? Do you think there are castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk? I think if there are any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at Moe's jokes. FF villain looking ass, you're right. Yeah, definitely the stand user of the circus. Yeah, there he is.
I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my humor. More curls. Represent.
We got that new act all worked out. Prepare for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something, will you? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it. The punches. No, I wanted to voice Phantom again. One more time. Sherry Chilo. All the villains on show, yeah. Like any proper action. What's this? Did you know there's a razor recharging? I can't believe this. Really?
How long do they plan on making me do this? But it's Edgy Pooh's idea, so that means it must have a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? I was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me King Wendy and treat me like royalty. And man who hasn't been feel the pain of my heel or burn. Playing with fire is very dangerous. Where they started, the scenery were burned right down.
Oh. They had to get in one last fucking machine gun fire of text. Did she just confess to arson? That wouldn't be the first time.
I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone.
Oh, man. She's about to get codependent with a dominatrix. That is a recipe for disaster, but also hot.
It has been difficult to leave this country and state. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please feel free to visit my homepage, where you must be blessed with longevity.
Hey, Shinji, my boy, my man.
March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. International departures, Gate 12.
Where are you going? Where are you going, Franziska?
How did you know I was here?
With this.
What?
I heard you were planting things on a certain person.
Things like tracking devices on his coat, for example. That's just like you.
Wait, so is she taking his coat with her? Little keepsake. I still ship her and Gumshoe, by the way.
I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy, drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash. I promise you that.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
4 things.
It seems he put out the last one in his, he put the last one in his coat pocket.
He put it in here. It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over.
What are you going to do now?
That's none of your business.
Are you running away?
Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter.
Franziska.
So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to.
You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away.
Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip.
You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me.
Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you.
And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, and this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge.
I see.
You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today.
I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did.
Adrian Andrews?
You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right?
Huh.
Today, you chased after me. After I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Franziska von Karma.
I am Franziska von Karma. I think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now, so you had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth.
I love her. I hope I could give her a final performance worthy of her last monologue. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you, I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you when at last we meet again. I assume that was Edgeworth. It could also be Von Karma. It could also probably be Von Karma. Either way, she's coming back. I hope we have it. Oh!
That was Maya's drawing.
That is so fucking cute. That is so fucking cute. Holy shit. Amazing. Okay. We are going to... I'm not going to bother with an ad break. We're just going to quickly try and run through... We're going to quickly try and run through that last bit, but the other route. I don't even need to see the rest. Yeah, but a lot of people have asked for it. I would like to... we'll be quicker about it. Is the finale scene any different? I'll ask right now. Right off the bat, is the finale scene like... Is there going to be a point partway through that? Okay. So there's going to be a point during this where I can jump off early. But... Man! That was lovely. That was beautiful. That was cute. Just the conviction? Okay. So, we want to plead not guilty, right? We'll just watch the conviction and then finish it out. Congratulations, Mr. Matt on Guard. Please make sure to savor every moment of what little time you have left. Your Honor? As always, the defendant pleads not guilty. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Matt on Guard. Oh, so he pleads for it himself. Okay, gotcha. Okay, because I was wondering, like, I was like, wow, the The dialogue might have to change afterwards because Von Karma can't talk shit on us for losing our first Kate. Gotcha. Please wait. What's the matter? If I get not guilty, I'll be killed. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. Okay. As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. I don't remember you helping out much on this. So that was it. That was it. Was that it? Is that the only thing that changes? Should have just gotten that out of the way. I should have just gotten that out of the way right off the bat. Because that was a nice ending I wanted to end on. Okay, anyways. Man. Is there a title screen? There we go. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that was way less than I was anticipating. God damn it. Okay. Anyways, this was lovely. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me for this stream, for this game. Thank you to the Raiders, Buttercup, and AO. It was awesome having you in and your communities as well. This whole game has been fucking phenomenal. This has been lovely. I am really excited to see where the franchise goes from here. But it is going to be like a minute before we step into Trials and Tribulations. I do want to play some other stuff on Sunday nights before we return back to Japanofornia. So stay tuned. I have a Discord that you can join if you want updates on my nonsense. I have my main YouTube channel. I have VODs channels and Twitter and all sorts of means by which you can keep updated on my shit. To see what we're playing next week, because I'm not entirely sure myself, but I do know one thing that's happening. I do know 2 streams that are happening next week, and that's going to be Wednesday, 6 EST. I'm actually going to make sure to give her a shout out again. Shout out to AO Hell. She's going to be on my stream. We're going to be doing Kane Lynch 2. We tried this once. Tech gremlins got in our way. We've done some testing. We're doing it again. We're going to make it happen. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be rad. The dog days are real. The dog days are here. Then this Friday at 7 ESC, we're going to be doing the second half of and probably beating Beautiful Joe. One of my favorite fucking games ever. I really loved sharing it with y'all last week. Or 2 days ago, I should say. This past week. And I'm psyched to share the ending with y'all. So this should be a good, fun little action-y time. Let's see where we're rating into, though. Oh, man. It's been nice. It's been good vibes. This game kind of fucks. Who's around? Who can we raid? Oh, shit! We haven't gotten to raid Marley in a while. Oh, she's riding the struggle bus with fucking... Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda? Oh, boy. Yeah, this should be funny as hell. All right, because we can do it, because we can, one of our last, for one of the last times we can drop this as a raid message for a minute. Raid call is going to be a nice, simple objection, so grab that. And we're going to give Marley some love. But thank you so much. It's been fucking awesome having y'all in, for real. And I hope to see some of y'all around whenever we start Trials and Tribulations, but also in, around the channel in the meantime until then. It's been fucking awesome having y'all in. Let's get the raid started. So again, this coming Wednesday, 6 EST, AO's going to be coming on, and we're going to be doing a nice, fun little bit of Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. Oh, it's a good time. We're going to make it happen this time, goddammit. And then Friday night, 7 EST, Beautiful Joe. Finishing that off. Going to be a good time. Sunday at 7? I don't know yet. Stay tuned and find out. Follow me on my bullshit. But as always, hail Satan, abolish ICE, free Palestine, and we'll catch you again next time.
I don't know. Satan's pretty cool.